So, welcome to the YouTube channel, I guess. I never thought that'd be something I'd be saying, but here we are. So obviously, make a lot of stuff for Instagram, make a lot of stuff on my stories, all that sort of stuff. But I thought I'd give YouTube a go, you know, make it that little bit more in depth about my life, my training, everything I'm doing at the minute. Obviously, I'm prep at the minute. Just document everything and take you guys along with me. So we'll see how this turns out. It might be complete and utter beep. Don't know if you're allowed to swear on YouTube. Are you allowed to swear on YouTube? I'll be absolutely beep if you aren't. But yeah, without further ado, today we are training in pool. We are at Muscle Hut, in for a nice pool session. What's the time now? It's about 4:30. Pretty late in the day, to be honest, from when I normally train at the weekends. Weekdays, obviously, after work, I train quite late, so not too much caffeine. Generally, at the weekend, it's like my little caffeine blowout, so a nice bit of pre-workout. But today, because it's that little bit later, I've just gone for a monster. So, plan of action is get some content recorded for socials, bring you guys along for a YouTube session, and yeah, we'll train in pool. We've got cardio after that. Back home, I'll show you guys what I'm having for my pre-workout meal. And yeah, so what we're doing the rest of the day. So let's get into it. First up, we have got a single arm pull down. Then we've got a prime seated row, some cable flexion rows, couple arm movements, finish with a bit of delts, and then onto the cardio for half an hour. So yeah, let's go. So first exercise of the day is going to be a single arm cable pull down. Probably my favourite back exercise, to be honest. Can literally be done in any gym, doesn't matter what equipment it is. You can pretty much do this any commercial gym or anything like that. Gives a really good stretch and allows to just really isolate that lat muscle. So let's fucking get into it. So just going into the top set now. Let's see how we got on. 10 reps last week. Oh, I'm getting small. Oh, that was the longest rep in the world, but we made it. I always tend to rest for a good sort of 30 seconds, minute in between sides. And I always start with that weaker side, just so it gives it a little bit of an advantage. But by resting sort of 30 seconds, a minute, it gives the rest of your body to catch up, because obviously that lat has worked, but so is the lungs and everything else. And just giving it that 30 seconds, 60 seconds rest means it's a level playing field. Just going straight into our second set on here. We're doing classic bodybuilder top set, back off set. So dropping the weight by about 10-15% and just getting a few more reps in the first set. So we're hitting that muscle in both short, low range, as well as a bit more volume in there with a higher set. But I'm going to shut up now because it's getting hard. Now notice, just because that's my lighter set, it doesn't change how hard I'm fucking pushing it. Still giving out 110%, still pushing to failure. Nothing changes apart from the load. Obviously reps are a little bit higher, everything else stays the same. So exercise number 2 is going to be this prime seated row. If you're lucky enough to have any of this prime kit in your gym, then it's very adjustable. So one thing with it is, and one thing I massively recommend doing, is actually writing down the settings you have it on. So when you come in every week, you're playing, I'm working with the same setup, because say one week you come in and you're working from here, that weight's going to feel heavier and lighter at different points, and you're going to be able to hit the muscles you're actually trying to target so much more. So just writing that all down and setting the machines up is one less thing to worry about, trying to sort of guess your setup every single week. And then you can go straight to warm-up sets without any of the fannying around. So that's a couple sets boxed off on the single arm pull down. Now we're into 3 sets on this prime row. 3 sets of 8 to 12, so same rep ranges, but obviously as I fatigue, probably gonna have to drop the weight down. So let's see how we get on. Oh, that is feeling heavy. Starting to feel it now. I'm at that stage in prep where that fatigue is starting to build a little bit now. Good 7-8 kilos down. Body weight's dropped. Haven't quite got that shifting ability I have. Plate's gone. Save me taking off for the next set at least. But yeah, just trying to fight for every single fucking rep at the minute. Keep as much of that muscle as possible. Obviously while we're getting shredded. It's going to be a good look, hopefully. So next up, we've got a cable flexion row. Now, the idea on this exercise is to really work that back in that lengthened position. So getting a really nice sort of over-exaggerated stretch compared to what you typically do on most back exercises. Now, there's obviously been a lot of research more recently showing that the part you actually are going to get the most bang for your buck is going to be when that muscle is in that real lengthened position. So no better exercise to get into that position. So just going to go into a bit of a warm-up set, and then we'll get going on the working set. So you notice there I've already done 3 reps there. And typically with warm-up sets, you see lads do like 10, 15 reps. Now, the idea of a warm-up set is, it's what it says on the tin. You're getting warmed up for that top set, for those working sets, let's call it, bodybuilder style. So spending all of your energy on that warm-up set isn't congruent with fucking getting the most out of your top sets. So I want you to be doing enough where you're warm, you're not going to get injured, you're engaged with the movement, but not too much where you're spunking energy that you could be saving for when it really matters. So typically, I would pyramid up. I would start the first warm-up set, well, earlier in the session anyway, the first warm-up set, I would probably do 4 to 6 reps. Second warm-up set, maybe 70% of my working weight, it would be 2 or 3 reps, and then maybe 1 or 2 reps, like 10% below that working weight. As you go further into the session, you're obviously going to need less warm-up sets because you're already pretty warm if you've done that muscle group elsewhere. So for example, this is my 3rd back exercise now. My back's pretty warm, so I'm only going to go with 1 warm-up set. So little tip there, if you're doing massive warm-up sets, 10, 15 reps, stop it because you're wasting energy. Here we go then, top set time. We've got 8 last week, so we'll see how we get on. We'll take that. 8 weeks, 9 weeks into prep now. One more rip up. I'm not going to complain at that at all. So that is a back boxed off. It's feeling pretty fried, to be fair. So next we're into biceps. Don't know why. Biceps are already massive. But yeah, take you through it. So we've got 2 bicep exercises. Attack it exactly the same as you did the back exercises. Because they're arms doesn't mean you've got to train like a fucking pussy. It's annoying actually. Well, it's not annoying, I guess. I guess it's a good thing in some regard. But my biceps just seem to grow and grow and grow with like not a lot of attention. I wish the rest of my fucking body would grow like that. I'll be absolutely huge. But yeah, single arm on this. So main considerations, I would show you the weight. That's my working weight, and I can't just rep that out while talking. The main considerations on this is keeping that shoulder, elbow, and wrist aligned. Now, if they're all aligned, all of that tension is going to be going straight onto that bicep. If it's out here and I'm curling like that, you're going to get joint pain, and same if you go like that, you're going to get a little joint pain. So get all the joints in a row, basically, line them up. You can put a straight rod through them, and that's where you're going to worry about it. I'm going to use my resting arm to help keep me firm and pulled into the pad, and then I'm going to get the most output. Get fucking huge arms, I guess. So yeah, let's take this for a spin. So you notice on that, and it's an easy mistake to make, to be fair. It's very easy to curl up there and let that weight go straight back down, but we obviously know that the eccentric, which is when that bicep's getting longer, the muscle's getting longer, is probably going to be the bit of the movement that actually matters fucking more than the curling in terms of tension, causing damage to the muscle fibers and getting bigger arms. So don't neglect a good 50% of that. 50% of that exercise. Control both the concentric and the eccentric. Think about that alignment, and you're going to be in a good position. Second or last bicep exercise now is going to be jaw arm bicep curl. So biggest tip with this is these cable stacks, put them up from the bottom. It's going to give you a much better profile of how heavy the weight is. So it's not just going to be really heavy with one part of the movement and get really light. It's going to just be that little bit more even. So little change there, just putting the stack that a little bit higher can make all the difference. Absolute savage rep ranges on these as well, 15 to 20. We'll see how we get on. The biggest thing on these is let that elbow stay by your side, and your forearm's just going to be the only thing curling. Fuck this thing. Die so quickly on them. So that is back finished, biceps finished, and now we're just doing a little bit of delt top up on this prime lateral raise machine, because we're doing men's physique and it's all about how big your fucking shoulders are basically. So nothing too strenuous, nothing too mad, just 3 sets. Finish with a few lymph and partials again, like we've done on the biceps. Just try and get a good pump on, a little bit more volume into the shoulders, but nothing too much, because we're hitting these again in 2 days' time. So hitting shoulders 3 times a week, just to give that fucking massive 3D Dorito look come show day. So yeah, looking forward to it. Not long now, well there is, but good way into prep now. Starting to see the sort of changes in shape coming in your posing. It makes it a lot easier to actually get into the positions now. I'm not a complete and utter fucking chestnut set of wardrobes. But yeah, less talking, more raising. So a big focus on this lateral raise is going to be not just skipping out of the top bit of the movement, because that's where a lot of the tension is actually going to come onto my shoulders here. So I'm going to try and spend as much time as I do down here, up here, to really milk everything out of this movement. And also, instead of setting my elbows up so I'm pushing straight to the side, I'm setting them slightly forward in front of me to really engage that delt I'm trying to hit here, instead of getting all my traps doing the work. So yeah. 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 Oh, fucking hell. So that is the session wrapped up. Now we're on to the boring shit. Now, in terms of cardio, I'm only doing 3 times 30 minutes a week. By the time I actually get around to editing this video, I'm sure it'll probably be up. Currently we're about 11 weeks out, but definitely got all the tools still left in the belt with the cardio, so we don't need to push it for now. When we do, it will get pushed, and I'm not afraid of doing whatever the fuck it takes to get there now. Generally, I'll do cardio on a Stairmaster, but I've got a little bit of a niggle in my left knee. So whilst I've got that, I'm just going to be doing cardio as an incline walk. Now, how do I make sure it's still cardio and not just a fucking walk? Heart rate. So I want to be making sure my heart rate is at least 130 beats a minute. So I'm on incline level 13, speed at level 4. Currently my heart rate is 135. So yeah, the reason we do that is just to guarantee a minimum amount of calories burned, because if you're mixing it up all the time and you're chopping and changing cardio, doing it based on what you feel like you want to do, if you haven't got that heart rate there, it's very easy for you to not be accountable with yourself and just slapping your cardio. And like the difference between this heart rate and say 110, it could be 30, 40, 50% less calories burnt, and that's going to multiply over the weeks. So that's why we look at a minimum heart rate with cardio. Obviously, it's going to be better picking a cardio you don't hate, but let's be honest, I'm not a massive lover of cardio. I don't know. Just for me, right now, I'm not doing cardio with any purpose. It's not like I'm running trying to beat a set time. It's just get on there, do half an hour with that heart rate and get it done. It's pretty fucking demotivating, but we've got a job to get done at the end of the day. Cardio is just serving a purpose here. It's a tool. So when the comp's out of the way, I probably will get back to the running again, because I did really enjoy that, especially in my bulk. I had the energy to go out and smash some 5Ks, nothing quick, 25 minutes for 5K, but fucking runner's buzz is definitely a thing, I'll tell ya. So, yeah, I'm gonna stick my headphones in. So that's the pull session wrapped up. Feeling pretty shagged after that, to be fair. Energy levels are like still pretty decent, but obviously they're only going to come down as we get further into this prep. So making the most out of still feeling sort of human. Plan of action now is drive home, get some food down me, have a quick shower, and then it's one of my good mates' engagement birthday parties tonight. Obviously, sacrifices you have to make during prep, no drinking or anything like that. It's just not even negotiable. Control your fucking environment and you won't come unstuck. Obviously, it's a little bit different for lifestyle guys and things like that, but there is no flexibility in what I'm doing here. So, yep, I'll take you along, show you my post-workout, and then show you my shower tonight. There, but yeah, see you at home. So back home now after the gym, post-workout, meal time. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Literally just gonna go with some chicken, rice, and frozen veg because I'm a lazy bastard. So we've got some pre-prep chicken. I'm gonna double it up now because I'm out tonight for my mate's engagement party, like I said. So literally 300 grams of chicken. About 150 grams of frozen fruit. Frozen fruit? That wouldn't be a great combo, would it? Multitasking, men cannot multitask. Of frozen veg in there. And a couple pots of microwave rice. Happy days, job done. Takes 2 minutes. And yeah, that's me sorted. So when it comes to nutrition, like, people can really overcomplicate this stuff. And as much as I like cooking, I don't mind cooking quote unquote nice stuff, but when it comes to just the mundane stuff that I'm having for like meal prep and things like that, I just can't be bothered. Normally what I do is I just batch up all of my chicken at a weekend or whatever, so I'm set for the week, and then literally just add easy sauces throughout the week and stuff. When I'm in a rush, when I'm busy, when I've got a lot on. So it saves me loads of time, and then the easy meal is still the healthy one, the on-plan one. So whack that in there. While that's going on, just want to thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully this YouTube video does make it out and I don't sack it off in the edits. But let me know what you guys want to be seeing. Obviously today I've taken you through a training session. I can take you through a little bit more day in the lifestyle stuff. But I just wanted to start this just to share the behind the scenes, because it's all right seeing the shiny stuff. It's all right seeing the highly edited stuff on my Instagram and all of that stuff. But it's a bit more of an extended view of my life, what is going on, what it actually looks like from day to day. Hopefully sharing some good pointers and a lot of stuff that I would have liked to know when I first started my fitness journey. So yeah, watch all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Tag your mates, whatever it is, all of that crap. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, if there is one. Peace.